thank you. Lord, I thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Lord, I thank you. Lord, you've been so kind. Lord, you've done for me.
I was just playing a few songs from my first album that I put out as an independent artist, which was predominantly a gospel or spiritual album, but was not accepted by Christians. So I included a song in that album entitled "Where Your Heart At," because of that very fact that many Christians that say they love God and believe in God don't accept things that are purely godly. So there's some big discrepancy there, and that's the reason for this session. I noticed that whenever I have real talk sessions, that's another thing. And Christians don't come. they don't want to be put on they want to be put on a pedestal and looked at as better than, but they certainly don't expose anything that they of course I obviously don't want exposed, which most of the time is hypocrisy. Generally, someone who is indulgent in hypocrisy, many times they are doing it intentionally and very conscious. I shouldn't say intentionally, but are very conscious of the fact that they aren't keeping it real. And so, of course, they don't want that exposed. In the Bible, David was one of the children of God that was very close to God. And I noticed that in many of his writings that he would actually expose his faults. So and Paul as well, which is a very respected apostle in the scriptures, and as well, he would expose when God would show him his faults, he would expose them. He didn't wait until somebody else saw his faults and blabbed it to everybody. He was always in search of truth, him and David both. So therefore, when in their quest for truth and always seeking God and talking to God, he will tell you your faults. That's another thing many Christians do that is not according to doctrine, is that they will point out other people's faults quickly, with no hesitation. But when it come down to admitting any fault of their own, they always say, I used to, or like everything was, past tense that they did wrong, like they ain't never ever doing nothing they don't have no business right now in the present. And that's just unrealistic. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time, not having to be one of them people. There is no such thing as somebody without fault. So if every time you tell about a fault, it's always past tense, I know you're a hypocrite. I know right then and there you're a hypocrite and a liar, because everybody got some type of fault that they dealing with right now. Everybody. So that is an issue with Christians that is certainly need to be addressed. And so I decided to address that. And like I said before, every time I notice that I have hangouts about Christians and calling them to the carpet, as far as, okay, if you say you living right, doing right, then, you know, then you ought to be able to step to the plate and be counted. Why don't none of these so-called Christians, coward asses, don't never, they cowards. This real talk, this real talk, ain't it? Okay. So if you ain't down with real talk, get the hell out and go back to fantasy land. This is real talk right here, session. So if you ain't down with real talk, get the hell out. It's that simple. Or stay out like you've been doing, fake ass Christians. If you real, all right, stand up and be counted. You really love God and you stay and you say you live in what you supposed to, then you ought to be able to stand up and be counted and say, hey, I'm one of the ecclesia, called out ones, and I'm proud to say so. And if you noticed this problem in the faith, the Bible say if you see a fault in your brother, that you're supposed to restore them. You're supposed to get in the grind too, and help them get their stuff together, because if you saying you're a leader, I got a problem with that, because I want to know who following you. Who following you? A bunch of other people that's just like you? Or is it people that have been lost and now they want to know God in a real way? Are they following you? Or is it a bunch of hypocrites just like you following you? See, this is what this discussion is about, all right? Because I want to know, I want you Christians to, I'm calling y'all asses out. It's simple as that. I ain't gonna be around the bush. I ain't good at it no way, as you can see. I keep it real. If you really love God, you say you really love God, and you really a Christian, which means you're a follower of Christ, all right, and his teachings and his way, all right, then why come every time you got atheists calling y'all asses out, you got other so-called Christians of other denominations calling y'all asses out? When the true believers gonna stand up and be counted? Y'all don't never show up. Y'all don't never show up when a real believer call your asses out. Y'all go to all the hangouts and debate with atheists. Come out, holler at a theist that believe in God. I believe in God. I don't believe in worshiping Jesus as God. That's another hour y'all done made up, and we'll have a discussion about that because we're going to get down to the nitty gritty in here. We ain't going to play no games. If you ain't going to keep it real, take your ass on to fantasy land and stay where you been. But in here, we going in this hangout, in this live discussion, live stream, we going to keep it real over here. And I reckon that's why you don't step in, because you don't want to be scorched by the fire of reality over here. You want to stay in la la land. I understand, so I do. I understand. I really do. I really do understand. I know exactly why y'all don't come in, because y'all don't want to be reproved. Y'all don't want to be reproved. I'm very aware of that. I'm very aware of that. And this is the whole reason why I'm calling you out. Come out them bushes. Y'all want to how you live Bible study lessons and everything like that. All you bootleg prophets and prophetess, and y'all ain't nothing but soothsayers. Soothsayers. It's a bunch of witchcraft. Yeah, I can call you out. And I'll bar none, because I'll walk heavy in the spirit. I call you out. I call it just like, I'm just like Jesus. I call it just like it is. You're a generation of vipers. I know who you is. I see. You bootlegging. You ain't got to have no papers to walk in the authority of God, but you do need authority. And you don't have no authority unless because the Bible say the authority is in the truth. And since you making up your own truth, you ain't got no authority. This is why y'all run from me. I see you running. That's what you're supposed to do. Because when somebody walking in the true anointing and authority of God, evil's supposed to flee. Do what you're supposed to be doing. You doing what you're supposed to be doing. Fleeing. But I want you to know I see you, and I'm going to call you out. Everybody here on YouTube, all you fake preachers and prophets and teachers and so-called evangelists with your private channels, what kind of damn evangelist is you? Evangelist is a reacher. It's a person that goes out beyond its perimeters, the perimeters of the Christian realm, as y'all call it, because it ain't even what God called it. But you go outside your church and your Christian realm, and you go reach unbelievers. That's what a true evangelist job is. Is a reacher. Go out and get those souls that are seeking. Bible said the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. You know why the laborers are few? It's a bunch of you bootleg evangelists out there that ain't doing no laboring. How in the hell you laboring and you got a private Facebook page? Oh yeah, I'm gonna call your asses out. You got a private Facebook page. You got a private Google page. Every damn thing you got on social media where all the souls is at. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call you out. Where all the souls is at that you're supposed to be reaching, you got your shit private.